What's up, coders? I'm back for another episode today. I don't know. I really want to get done with this B game. We're almost to the end, so I just feel like I'm just gonna polish it up a little bit. I'm lost in the ones and zeros, as one of my summer camp students said this summer. That kid was so funny. He was like, "Mr. V, I'm lost in the ones and zeros." When we were coding, right after I told him, everything in computer science is ones and zeros. He said he got lost in it. I was cracking up. But yeah, let's just try and finish this game off. There's only a few things left to do, and we're to a pretty polished game. So I'm just gonna polish some stuff up. So let's see. So what do I want to do? So right now I can go off the edge. I don't want to be able to do that. So to fix that, in my B movement function, thankfully I named it a nice name. So normally when I hit left, I move to the left. When I hit right, I move to the right. But I'm going to need another if statement that says if b dot x is greater than 400, then I will set b dot x equal to 0. I'm going to make it so it's an infinite scroller. So now if I go to the right, boom, I appear back on the left. And if b dot x is less than 0, then I set b dot x equal to 400. B dot x equals 400. Okay, so now it's infinite scroller. I can go off the edge. Oh no, I hit a human. All right, hit another one. Death. Cool. Great. That finishes that part. Let's see. What else did I want to do? I wanted to talk for 1 second about this again. So how did this work? So I set old score equal to score. So let's walk through an example. I'm going to set a break statement here so we can see how this works. So when and I'm going to put a watcher on old score and on score. Okay. So when I'm running through the game, the first time when I get to 50 points, what happens? It's going to pause. Great. So 49. So old score is equal to 1 right now, and score is equal to 50. Because score is not equal to old score, so we went into the if statement. Perfect. So now it's going to set, so I can just step over. Great. So now I just ran this line of code, and now it's set old score equal to 50. So the first time through the loop, so in the beginning, score was not equal to old score, and now it is. So now when I hit step over, it's gonna keep going. Run this again. Now we're back to checking. So you can kind of see the highlighted. We're back to checking this again. If score is equal to old score, then it has to be not equal to go in the if statement. But now they are equal, so it is only able to add 1 honey per time. We just got to draw sprites. They appeared on the screen. We updated the score. We finished that. So that, hopefully that makes sense. So it's just because of how fast we go through our game loop, you're going to need these kind of variables that keep track of, have I already run this part of the code? If you want something to only happen once, have I already run this part of the code? You can have some kind of variable old score that checks if the old version is equal to the current version. And if it is, then you've already run this code. So you can use this pattern to make it so only one thing happens in your code. All right, great. All right, so we can go off to the sides. That's one thing, maybe a background. Oh, some noises, let's see, what else do I want to do? So let's make a new animation. Let's make a new animation that says B left power up, B left power, and B right power. All right. And we're just going to make the B turn purple because purple is one of my favorite colors. Oops, and there's a magical, this one, paint all pixels of the same color. that'll turn them all purple. And then I guess we want to, well, oof. I'm gonna have to censor that. Let's turn all of these pixels purple. We'll leave them with yellow eye. All right, and then let's do the same thing for the second frame. The paint all pixels the same color, really magical tool, really useful. Cool. And then we'll go to be right power. Really fun, I know. Great episode, Mr. V. Something like that. There we go. That's looking better. All right. Well, last frame. All 4 frames. I wonder if there's a way to paint all pixels of multiple frames the same color. That would be pretty cool. But for now, we just have to do a little bit of tedious work. All right. So we have a right power and a left power up. So if the power up is on, we're going to want to switch the B's animation to this. So how are we going to do that? So where do we, if key down left, it's B.set animation B left. If key down right, B.set animation B right. So if key down left, we set it to be less, unless the power up is on. So if power up on, then B.set animation B left power. And then I'll Control C, Control V. Sometimes copy and paste doesn't quite work on the block mode, so I just gonna do it like this. And this actually has to be in an else statement. So if the power up is on, it'll be B left power, else it'll be this. And then same thing here. If power up on, we set it to be B right with the power up. Cool. So now we get some power ups. Hopefully. I should have changed it off of 50 for testing again. It doesn't take too long to get to 50. Boom, now we're a purple bee. And if we're a purple bee, I want to be able to, when we hit the humans, we don't die. So under person management, if person is touching B and not power up on, which means the power up is off. Then, so if we're powered up, we won't get hurt by the human. And then let's see, another thing I wanted to do was show the game clock in the middle of the screen. So where do I show that? That's just on, it's on the gameplay function. So gameplay right here. I want to show the time. So let's put a drawing, let's put a text block. Text time. And I have the score at 0 and the lives at 310, so the middle of the screen is about 200. I'm going to go a little less than 200, 180. And then I will show the time variable, which, what did we call that? Oh, just world, it's just world.seconds. It's a special function under world. So world.seconds. And we want to put it at probably 200. What did I do? I did plus 60 for score. Oh, plus 60. So to 180 plus 60, 240. Okay, so now you can see the time on the screen. Yeah, it's a little, it's Y coordinate, put it a little down. and I want to center it a little more, so I'm going to go down to 60 on here and 220. Great, now there's a time at the top, you can see that. And, oh yeah, I can go like this, la-di-da-di-da, I'm going. And then, like, in order to make this a challenging game, we should make it so that either more humans appear, or more, maybe you can put a countdown for how long you have, but maybe, I think after, let's just say after 100 seconds, the game will end, and then whoever gets the most points in 100 seconds is the winner. We can have a leaderboard in the comment section, or something like that. So how would we do that? So now game over will be, where's our game over code? We have a function called game over, right? There it is, game over screen. And how do we do it? Else, if lives equals 0, game over screen. Oh no, what did I do? Gosh, that's kind of an annoying bug in code.org, but we'll just fix it. Okay, so if lives is equal to 0, or world.seconds is greater than 100, then we go to the game over screen, and on the game over screen we also want to show the score. So we'll make another text block, text score, high score, x of 50. I'll just do the same x, and then we'll go 250, put it under, high score of, we want to show the value, not the word, the value, score at x of maybe, I don't know, let's try 200, 250, same. Alright, so now at 100 seconds or 3 deaths, let's just say 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, not close enough. So we need to go over, I put my x coordinate at 200. I need to go over to, it looks like, I'll put it over here, 315. 315. Okay, so now we have that. I die. Great, that looks good. I put it over more because if we get more digits, I think it goes to the left. So if I had a high score of 1,000, then we can still see 1,000 on there. All right, so this is a little polished up. What else do we want to add? I want to add some sounds. Gosh, I think this is enough for this episode. Maybe, hopefully, we'll be done by the end of the week at the very least. I'm gonna drop it off on this episode though, because it's almost time for meetup. So I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll finish this game by the end of the week, I promise, and then we'll be on to the next one. So in the comments section, let me know what you want to see next. My next series, maybe another Game Lab game, or I might move on to something else. But let me know what you want to see, and I will see you soon.